I'm here, speaker and high performance coach, and I come in today and I wanted to share with you some thoughts about cash flow. A lot of us are business owners, and you could be an entrepreneur, you could be a solopreneur, where you're working for yourself, you're self-employed, or you could have a business, like a business professional, like a brick and mortar service, like me, having dental practices, or you could have a consulting business, a CPA, attorney, etc. So, how do you deal with cash flow? Now, when I say cash flow, I don't just mean the money coming in. What I mean is also the money that you keep. And a lot of time when people think about cash flow, the first thing that they ask me is, Emily, how do I get more customers or more patients or more clients? Because, I need to keep adding them on in order to create the income that I want. What a lot of people overlook is it's not just the incoming new leads or customers or patients, it's actually who you keep, just like how much money do you keep, who you keep, and how you actually maximize the value of that customer or patient. Yesterday, I had a quick consultation with a dentist, and she was located in upstate. And she was talking about, how do I deal with these appointments that sometime, the insurance is covered all, right? And maybe it's at a lower fee value. And so, how do I increase the value of that appointment? And one of the things that I ask her to do is to think of the patient who come into the office, to think of them as actually, besides being a patient there, as a source of referral. And I ask her if she actually asks for referral to each person who is in her office. Because if you think about it, one person probably know, I don't know, five other people or maybe 10 people, right? And so when they're in your office, in your business premise, in your dental chair, wherever they are, and they're dealing directly with you, if you actually ask for a referral, and this could be at the very beginning of the conversation, if you do that, you immediately could add more new customers to you, even though you haven't advertised per se, right? And as more new customers or clients or patients come in, obviously you can increase your net income. And then whoever's in the chair, are you looking at that person as a whole? And what I mean is this: sometimes people come in to whatever business. So let's say they may come into a CPA office and they said, I need to do my tax return, right? Are you having that conversation with them where you say, well, do you have asset protection, right? And it may not be something that you do specifically, but now you're providing more value to them, right? Or are you maximizing on your retirement? Or are you saving for your kids' college? All of these things, and I've been very blessed working with my CPA for many, many years. These are things that he has asked me way, 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 way a long time ago, right? So I would set up the protection. I would be able to set up my income, save my income, invest my money, that kind of a thing. But now this person just provides so much more value to me that I'm going to stay there as a long time client, right? So when you look at each client or customer or patient, whatever you call them, I'm just going to call them patient just to make it easy. When you look at them as not just this person right here, but you looking at their whole life, you're looking at their whole thing, you're looking at their whole mouth, and you provide a comprehensive treatment plan. You provide a comprehensive analysis. Like if you were selling insurance, somebody come in to sell car insurance, then you talk about house insurance and life insurance, that you get the idea. You're looking at that as a big picture. You providing the advice, you providing the different ways. They may or may not buy that from you, but what they're gonna do is they're gonna think about it. They're gonna think about, I came in to see that person, and that person only answered whatever I was asking. I come in to see Emily, and she talks about five different things that maybe I'm not ready to do right now, or maybe I should have done already and I'm not doing. And now I'm different from the other person because I'm providing more value, right? When you provide more value, the 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 patient or the customer or the client will tend to get more services from you because you're putting it out there, right? And you can increase the return on investment or the value of the acquisition. We call it um, a new customer acquisition value. Somebody who come into your business, how much do they typically spend, right? So for in a dental office, let's just say it's $1,500. If somebody, let's say you're an orthodontist, that's probably be more like 6,000 to do the braces. If you do if you're a cosmetic surgeon, whatever the cosmetic surgery is, what is the average price? If you're an attorney, how much is that average retainer? If you're a CPA, how much is a client that you're gonna do bookkeeping and you're gonna do tax return for the whole year? So when you look at this number, how you increase the value there by the services that you provide and the advice that you give, that instantly would increase your net income because you just raise that value. Still the one person in your office, but now you raise that value. And if you ask that person for the referral, and you have to ask it in a particular way so that person will think about, okay, who can I refer to this to Emily, that could use Emily's service, that could help, my friend, my family member, get the same result as me. You get them thinking like that. You're planting the seed. You can call it like that. But there are questions that you can ask. There are ways that you can say where when they leave your office for that consultation appointment, they're gonna think about referring somebody to you. I tell my staff all the time. Every time I go to it's not a lunch and learn. It's like a study club, right? So if I go to a study club and they're talking about a surgical procedure, let's say an implant, I go back in the next few days. All I see are implants, right? Or I go to a class and it talk about asset protection, but I go back and every conversation it sounds like, oh, somebody else should be able to do this asset protection because this sounds good. So it's what we focus on, and that would drive our action. And so what if we are the one that are directing that focus for our patients or customers or clients, right? Because that's why they come into you for the reason of you giving them the advice and the expertise that you have. But if you're looking at every single person who come through your door in your chair, to your office, and you look at that, number one, that person is a source of referral. And number two, what other added value can you bring to the table for that person that that would enhance their life, that would make everything better for them. So you're just providing more value while they're there, right? Whether they buy it or not, that's a different story. But you do provide that value, and they look at you beyond what they think they came in to work with you on. You will be able to increase your income and ultimately your net income. So I invite you to give that some thoughts. I invite you to think beyond that chair, beyond the consultation room. What else can you do for that particular patient, customer, or client? And can you provide the additional value or service to them? On that note, I know you're just watching this broadcast from on different platform. I'm gonna post a link for you to go in and for you to actually be able to try out my academy, which is a plethora of videos on business and business marketing and business management, and also weekly group coaching and weekly webinars to help you grow your business. The catch of that is it's going to cost you $1, right? Um, because the way the system is set up, we got to put in $1. And I would be very surprised if you were to watch one video, or you're going to join a Facebook group with me where I will do Q&A. I don't want to say 24/7, but I'll be there available to do Q&A. the value of that is tremendous. And I just want you to see how many other ways are there for you to increase your net income without really changing a whole lot, right? And we haven't even talked about let's do some marketing, external marketing, internal marketing. We haven't even talked about that. We were just talking about looking at the person as a whole, providing more value than whatever they come in to seek you for, and also to ask for referral with everybody that come through your business. So I'll post that link, and I would hope to see you in the group, in the Facebook group, and in the academy, which is that's the Action to Win Academy, and just come join me for $1. Try it out for 14 days. If you don't like it, you can certainly leave if you want. But I would be very surprised if you don't find value beyond so much beyond what you invest in. I hope everybody have a great Friday so far and have a wonderful weekend. And we'll catch you next time. You can always direct direct email me. You can email me at Emily at dremilyletron.com, or you can also direct message me on LinkedIn or on Facebook. So everyone, have a great weekend.